Have you noticed anything about working on this production now for almost a year, correct? You started
at SCR, yeah, South Coast.
South Coast Rep, sorry,
yeah.
in Berkeley now. And when you get here in June, it'll be, what, 6 to 9 months of
Yeah, but we don't rehearse fully each time. We just do, I try to do a week of where we rethink. Okay, what have we learned from the last experience? And you know, it's very interesting. Every time an actor says, well, you know, I can't do the next leg of the work because I have a contract or a film, you have to replace them. And every time you replace someone, your entire production changes. And it's very interesting. Suddenly you have a new muscle on stage. It creates great oxygen for the whole production. But it changes some of the gestures. You have to rethink, which I think is wonderful. Well, it's a new space for us. We'll have to get used to it. I was watching the space yesterday. I was not familiar with it. It was my first night in the space, and it's wonderful. But it's much more operatic than, let's say, Berkeley Rep. So it will also mean a slightly different rendering for that specific hall, which I'm looking forward to.
And you do something very unusual, I think, for American theater, which is that you stay with the production after it opens.
Yeah, I do. I don't know if it's because I'm used to act, so I miss it. So I have to be off stage to, I don't know. But I like to see, and we talk through as the show grows. I'll give some notes, or we'll have a conversation at some point with one of the actors and talk about their performance. It's always very interesting that even if we didn't change anything to the play, audiences react differently in different cities. When we were in Orange County, obviously we had a very different crowd than we will have here, I'm suspecting. So you have to adjust how things play. And that's a great challenge. Every audience is new. I always tell my actors, don't do the show the way you did it yesterday. Of course we're doing it the same way, it has to be. But don't think of it that way. Always think of it as if it's the first time. That's ultimately, I think, the most difficult thing to do for an actor, is to come back every night and do it like it's the first time. But when it does, it's beautiful.